us? There we go. All right. Cool. Gonna leave that there until I need the PS4. I guess we're ready to go then. So thanks everyone for joining today for Fallout 4. Good to be back. This layout, I guess. All right. I believe this is literally where we stopped last time, and it's literally where we're beginning again. Where we are beginning again. So I've noticed in the last Fallout streams, there were some frame rate issues in those Fallout streams. Those should all be taken care of now. So we should be all good on that front. We still have our companions. Everyone's here. I have been away since the last stream, so we haven't made any sort of progress off stream. So, what's happened with me is MagFest, and now we get to do a big long stream about MagFest. We won't even leave the radio off because I'm gonna be talking for quite a while, and I might get a drink, in even hell just a little bit. Depends how long I can talk. What did you dog me? What did? Oh god, collision. It's the collision that did damage. It didn't do damage to me though. Fascinating. Okay. Not the Red Sea, the Glowing Sea. Real quick while that's happening, did I retweet the stream? Yes, I did. Alright. How can MagFest be real if people aren't real? Funny you mention that, because it wasn't real, it was a whole big lie, and good night. So on, I wrote up a list. I was planning to look at it. And I'll, let's get on the road here. Well, let me pull it up quick and just remember. What was the first thing I was gonna bring up before the first actual thing I bring up? It was the tier list of MagFests. And I gotta say, this year's MagFest was a high tier year. In comparison, MagFest, this was 2018. Wait, we've been here before. Why are these still here? I must have been here off stream. But I've totally been in this area and collected all this stuff before. Anyone else remember that? Share the video if you remember. It sure is fun being poor. Yeah, let me tell you, I can join that club now. And I won't be going next year because that's going to cost me to go a lot. I'm trying to find the auto run button again. There we go. Okay, so MagFest 2018, a high tier year. I'll go in reverse order. So MagFest 2017 was mid tier. MagFest 2016, low tier. MagFest 2015 was the god tier year. That had all the big all-stars there. It was a grand old time where everyone got together, some firsts getting together. A lot of people flew in. We had friends from other countries flew in for the 2015 one. But you know what? We didn't have nearly as many this year, but it was a cozy experience being with the amount of friends and more fun activities done. And what put 2016 at such a low place in the tier list was, look at this clear difference between water. Okay, anyways. It was the, hello. Friends, not friends, the Screenwave party was pretty garbage that year. and that affected a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of people were just shitty. Like everyone that was there, like there was a lot more people than the previous year, and a lot of people were just rude, and mean. Oh, good, another core. And yeah, but you know, this year really good. People weren't mean to us this year, but people were just like kind of mean in general. Like we overheard a lot of arguing. Like there's when MagFest gets bigger, it drags in people that don't know really how to party well, because there's a lot of people that like get drunk and then argue. And I come from a party school where we don't do that. Everyone is super chill, and it's the second biggest party college in PA. The only time it's bad with people here is block party, when everyone comes from out of state anyways, or out of town. And then it brings in the people that don't know how to party. But people at MagFest, nerds don't know how to party well, or handle their alcohol. Surprise there. Am I serious bringing this gun? Let's use this. Swap. There. That's a big roar. Oh, fuck. That's not good. That's really not good. This is shit tier compared to MagFest 2015 to MagFest 2016. Jeez. What was next? So, okay, so about this, let's talk this year's MagFest. By the way, that was the audio and everything. I've been away for a week, so I don't know if anyone fucked with my audio hardware while I was away. But, I gotta talk about and address probably the biggest viral thing about this MagFest. And that was, Chris Chan. And if you hadn't heard, let me tell you, there was a Chris Chan panel. It was called The Christory of Sonichu. And Chris Chan himself was there. Rave ran into him. By the way, in our room was me, Rave, Tom, and Ship. So Rave ran into Chris Chan a few times in the marketplace, but yeah, he was there. And he was at that panel. And as Ship told us, that panel was more like, it totally felt like it was smearing Chris Chan. Like it wasn't putting him in a positive light at all. Not like you can put Chris Chan in a positive light. But here we go. We'll see how far I can get if I need the rad suit, but there is natural radiation resistance on power armor. Anyways. So Chris Chan was there, at that party. At his panel. And you know, people were cheering for him, man. He was eating up the attention. It was everyone was loving him. He was you know, it was, but it was so surreal because the whole thing was like the negative history, you know? Like the entirety of Chris Chan's past is not a good one. But as everyone went over it, everyone was cheering. Ooh, a blood bug. Everyone was cheering, and Chris Chan was just eating up the attention. So I mean, you know, there's that about him. Ship posted, if you go to Ship's Twitter is Shippage, SHIPPIDDGE. He has a video of when Chris Chan came up to the stage, and his little walk to the stage. You know, it was a packed room too. It was completely packed. Hi, dog meat. If a man maces a GameStop employee for Sonic's blue arms, there is no positive light. Absolutely, yeah. And even, oh yeah, they played the Sonic 2 the animated series main theme, which was created by our pal Drew. And this is why Ship was the only one that went. Me, Dom, and Tom didn't go. I don't know where Tom was, but I know me and Dom didn't go. Rave's real name's Dom, by the way. We didn't go because, you know, we've already been infatuated with Chris Chan enough over the past years. We know the history and everything. We figured he'd be there, but, you know, Ship told us the details anyways. But, you know, we've seen him for so long anyways. Oh shit, I'm dying. I'm dying real fast and my aid is not on the right button. I don't know why it isn't. And, but they played the Sonic 2, the animated series main theme, and if you don't know what that sounds like, you can go look that up. It's an original one. Drew's also done 2 other themes. He did one for Asperchew. Is the Asperchew theme, and then there's Chris Chan Underground. I don't know if those 2 are public anymore, but you should still be able to find the Chris Chan the animated series theme. You know, more in Zero Wolf Circle. The Zero Wolf wasn't anything remotely compared to Chris Chan, but we were very... We got enough of Chris Chan. We got enough of both of those, and you know, all that. But yeah, so they played that theme, and then it had a whole massive panel of people cheering to that theme. So yeah, it was as surreal, and I was seeing Twitter and everyone blowing up about that. People wanted to see the live stream of it and everything, because it, you know, he was there. That was the big deal of it. He was there. It's crazy. I think he's in that area, actually, because, you know, it is Virginia. Assuming he hasn't moved. It's basically Virginia. But yeah, this is a lot of rat scorpions. This is more than I signed up for. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and get that out of the way, because that was probably the biggest viral thing to talk about. But you know, there's plenty of other shit that happens. Such things include Drunk Ship. Drunk Ship is a pretty good one. Ooh, boy, don't step in that. And I need to put myself in auto walking while I look at that list again. All the cosplay photos I took. Everyone will see later. The pizza story. And yeah, basically. So, why am I not walking? Oh, hello. Let's start with day 0, though, which was Wednesday when I left. And that was the drive there. And there's not really a lot to say, though, because it was I left pretty late in the day because I figured I'd be able to avoid rush hour traffic, but you know, there was still traffic anyways. And it was a pretty shitty ride in because of traffic, or because of construction caused traffic. So that was not a, I've had better drives to MagFest. In fact, the tier list for drives to MagFest is indirectly proportionate. It is in an indirect reverse relationship with the tier list of good MagFests. It's really interesting. And then I'll talk about the stealing. This is where the Children of Adam start at. I thought some of them would be here. Because you'll probably not be able to see, but there's a whole town here. There's gotta be someone around here. Hello.
May the divide bring you peace.
And then got there. 4-hour drive. Weather-wise, it was also probably the worst MagFest because of wind. It was with the wind, it felt like negative temperature. And not even kidding with that.
Yes. I know of him.
God,
What do you
the
want?
temperature, it was so terrible, but we kept going outside.
I see.
And we didn't stop it.
This
We didn't
virtue
stop going
has
outside because
caused
we
some
needed things.
Some believe his
We
presence
actually
is
got a
an
room inside the
approach to
Gaylord,
Atom.
the hotel it
Though
was
he
being
came
held
to
in.
trade with us on a few occasions,
Can
we
you
have had
theoretically
little
use
other
MagFest as free
contact
parking?
with him.
No.
It
It
was
cost
quite clear he
$30.
wanted
No,
to
it
be
cost
left alone.
$18 a
You
night
can find him southwest
to
of the
park in
cliff,
any of the parking
living in a
lots.
cave.
What I saw was some
I
people
would
did was they
approach
parked in a
cautiously.
Walmart parking lot
I
and
feel
slept
he
in
does
their
not
cars
want visitors.
and then drove to MagFest.
Stop
Is what
right
some
there,
people did.
stranger. You approach Atom's holy ground. State your
So yeah, no, you can't do that. I was really thinking just having myself dropped off at MagFest to save on that money. To save from that stress, but yeah. Anyways, the drive there, the wind, and first thing we do, of course, as not even customary, but the first thing we did was we got Chipotle. I hadn't had Chipotle in a while. It may have been a year, maybe less than a year. I don't know what happened, man. Chipotle downsized their burritos, way smaller than they used to be, like incredibly smaller. It like used to pay like what? A lot of money for a burrito at Chipotle, and it used to be worth it because those things were massive. And they're like a quarter, not even a quarter, like 3/4 the size now, or maybe half. And this rain, there's a lot of rain. That was kind of disappointing, but I needed to save money this trip, so we relied on Chipotle a lot. Is Chipotle good? I think it's good. For some reason, the food in general this year was pretty meh because I guess they were busy, but you know, Chipotle, Starbucks, everything tasted really off and rushed. And it's never been like that before. So I don't know. It was odd, but yeah, no, under normal circumstances, Chipotle is very good. And worth the money if they make big burritos. Chipotle there does not make them big anymore, and that's kind of a shame because they're expensive. I don't know if that is everywhere though. It might be like that everywhere now. But yeah, that was day 0. Nothing had started yet, so you know we were really just killing time. So let's move on to day 1 of MagFest. First thing on that was I was looking at the schedule of things and tournaments. I saw that a lot of tournaments had been canceled and the animator panel was canceled. Now, I don't know anyone on the animator panel, and I've talked about MagFest panels before, and I don't trust them usually. I just don't like going to panels because it's like I don't know, if someone's got knowledge to tell you, they're not going to tell you at a panel. They're going to tell you when you inquire, and you want like someone with, I don't know, it depends what you want, and usually the things I would like to see as a panel don't work out as a panel. So, animator panel, I've been to those animator panels before. They're not about animation really, they're about the personalities of the animators, and it's kind of a shame because I'm pretty sure they would like to talk about animation, but nobody wants. I need to take my cardigan off, it's really hot. Nobody wants to talk animation. They wanna talk about their personalities because that's what those animators are that are on those panels. Even if they're all new people, they're just people know them as personalities more than animators. It's kind of a shame because then their panels turn into that. Oh shit! Hold on, big guy. There we go. Okay. But yeah, it was canceled anyways. If I made a tier list of animator panels at MagFest, that canceled animator panel still beats the one where Mick got drunk. So there's that. nothing else happened with that. I decided that I ought to do photography while I was at MagFest, because I did bring my camera and I was really unsure if I was gonna bring my camera. I ended up doing it. And so I just went into the main ballroom area
Take it nice and slow.
and did a lot of photography of cosplayers, and it was actually a lot of fun.
Where's Kellogg? Huh?
I learned a lot about
Distract me? It's not going to work.
business, I guess.
I knew they
I was handing out my business cards and whatnot and everything, talking with everyone and just taking pictures. It was a lot of fun.
dead. He's dead.
Hearing about the rise and
Don't
fall
you
of
lie to
communism.
me.
Yeah, I would like that panel too.
Did you? Kellogg was ruthless.
But yeah, that's what I most during the sunlight hours at MagFest. That's what I spent doing was photography for cosplayers, and I've actually edited most of those photos, and I'm gonna have them up on my website, probably tomorrow or sometime this week. Of big titty cosplayers. There weren't I got so ambitious that I just started doing as many of them as I could. Not big titty ones. All kinds of cosplayers. Like any kind of costume that was remotely interesting. I was like, wow, I want to get a photo of that. So yeah, I just got really ambitious and started getting whoever I could, and whoever was willing.
Wait, what? Are you serious? You want to get into
And it was it was a lot of fun.
insane? Never
Now I
mind how
found some of the
nearly impossible
cosplayers
that is. Even if
that
you were to
I
succeed,
took photos
it
of because they
almost
gave me their business
certainly
cards.
end in your
And yeah,
immediate
there was
death. What reason could you
what's the word?
possibly have for
Hero
taking that kind of
cosplayers. There were
risk?
definitely a good number of those.
Fine.
So
I don't even
there's
want to
that.
know.
But yeah, those photos
Get
will be
yourself
up sometime,
killed,
and
no problem.
I've been getting
But I'm
emails from a
telling
bunch
you,
of them and
that's
sending them
what's
their
going
pictures
down.
and whatnot.
I
It was a
cannot
fun
get
time.
in there.
Now
I
at
want
the
something in
marketplace
return.
and what there was to buy
Alright.
there.
If I help you,
There was
you will need to
one
do something for me.
place in the marketplace that was
Before I
super
was forced
fucking
to
cool.
leave, I was working
And
on
what
a
they
system
had
to
were
reverse this
figures
mutation.
of
It could
the
return
polygonal
to normal. You
characters
understand?
of a
So
lot
if
of
you get in
PS1
there,
and
I need you
N64
to
games.
find it in my old office and bring
And
it to
some
me.
yeah, so like
I think that's pretty
you know
reasonable.
Link's model in like
exchange
Smash
for
64,
helping you.
it's like a perfect replica
Alright,
of that.
let's talk
Or
details.
all of the Final Fantasy
First
VII
things
characters.
first.
They're
You know
overworld
since
sprites and they're
getting out of
in-battle
the
sprites.
Institute,
Not sprites, they're models. And it's the same thing with Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX. It was really cool how they were detailed in. But they were crazy expensive, but you can tell
not many
they
know
were
about
really
it.
well made.
Pretty
And
closely
oh my
guarded
god, I would
secret.
have totally, if I had money,
Certainly
I would
done
have bought
your
them, but I
homework.
did get their
It's
business
commonly
card.
referred to as
Quote unquote card. They
the
actually had a little like
molecular
Lego
relay.
piece as their card.
I don't understand all the
Did they have
science
polygonal
behind
Crash
it, but it
Bandicoot? No, they
works.
didn't, but that's totally something they would have.
Dematerializes you in
They
one
are open
place,
to commissions, I believe, though.
rematerializes you in another.
But I have it here. Block
But
Sprites.
it's a reality.
Etsy.com/shop/XELZOR.
Institute.
And then you can see some of the photos of the ones there. I also put some of their photos on my Twitter
That means
of the
you're going
figures. So
down
go to my
to
Twitter if you
music.
want to see those
Now,
figures. They look fucking
Have you
dope.
ever seen an Institute Courser? Not surprising.
The only thing I actually did buy in the marketplace
And when they
were
do,
some Japanese
you'll see
N64
them.
cartridges.
Coursers are
As it turns out, the Japanese
designed
N64,
for one purpose.
the Nintendo
They're
64
hunters.
is kind of
Operations
region
go
locked,
wrong,
in the
a
same
ship
manner
goes
that the
missing,
SNES
and a
is,
courser
where
is
it's a
dispatched.
physical hardware
Very
thing.
good at what
They have
do,
different backs.
and you
If
are
you
going to
like
have
the
to
if you look at the
kill
back of an N64 cartridge, it's got
I suppose
pin
your
or not
enthusiasm
pins,
counts
little
for
like
something.
indents, you know.
Every
And on the
courser has
Japanese
special
cartridges,
hardware
those
that
indents
gives
are in
them a
different
direct
positions.
connection to the
So what I
relay
did
institute.
was, what the dude had me do was buy 2 cheap N64 games.
That chip.
And by the way, the reason I don't think I mentioned it, the reason I bought Japanese versions of these games is because they're way cheaper, just like SNES games. So I bought the Japanese version, and then I bought 2 shovelware ports N64 games, and then we swapped the backs of those carts. And now they're playable on my N64. And overall, that probably saved a ton of money still, even to just buy dumb cartridges like that.
Right. The primary insertion point for courses
it was really cool, and yeah, so now I have physical copies of Banjo-Kazooie and Kirby 64 for a lot cheaper than it would have cost to get them in English.
some pretty heavy interference across the EM spectrum.
We also went to the indie room,
On that Pip-Boy,
where there's just the entire room is full of indie games.
to the lower end,
I didn't know any indie games going in,
you'll be able to hear
what would
the
be there,
interference.
and I didn't
Follow the
see any that
signal,
honestly caught
and
my
it'll
eye,
lead you
except
to a
one.
courser. Then,
There's one indie game we gotta
just
talk
have to
about, and there's one indie
not
game we have to
get
keep talking
killed.
about.
Not gonna lie.
It's got a hashtag to it.
odds aren't in
It
your
is the
favor.
hashtag 1000
But if
button
you do
project.
make it, remember
It is a
what I said
fighting
about the
game
serum. I
where
need it
you both
badly.
players use one controller, and it is a table,
I really
a
do hope
knee-high
you
table,
find what you're looking for.
shin-high table, full of buttons on it. And the only way to play it is to button mash. You have to slam that table, with as many buttons on that table as you physically can. And it's fucking awesome. I haven't found actually too much of it online, but the hashtag 1000 counted out as a number, button project. That was a cool spin around I did. I love an indie game. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's called Undertale. Yo, it sounds like some meta lame shit. What's our next objective? Travel to CIT. Okay. I believe we have to progress the, what is it? Brotherhood of Steel now. Does anyone know where to continue that? Because, well, hold on. Let me just see where this wants us to go. Because, in order to, I think there's a cutscene that activates on the way out. Play Splitty Robo. That's one of my favorite indie games. No, I didn't. A Thousand Button Project was the only one that really caught my interest, and it was the only one I played. I did see art for one game that was interesting, but it didn't look like the actual game was out there. It just had art for it. But yeah, a thousand button project. Check that out. Help it get to Evo. They on the sign for it. It said, "Help us get to Evo." Let's do that, guys. Let's get a 1000 button project to Evo. And I didn't even explain it. I didn't even finish explaining it. In 1000 button projects, it's every button is like a random modifier, and I don't mean just like moves come out and like damage or anything. I mean like screen filters, gravity mods. It's really fucking nutty. If I actually had to give a critical evaluation of that game, it's that you don't do enough damage. When you do land hits, it should be like Street Fighter 2 damage, and it's not like Street Fighter 2 damage. It takes way too long to KO. No matter, and it's completely random when you're going to actually hit your opponent, because the same buttons don't do the same things twice. So, it's literally meant to mash and see what results come out. Now, also on that first day, I believe, was the panel that had Mountain Dew at it. Mountain Dew, if you don't know who that is, you probably know who it is, you just haven't heard it pronounced Mountain Dew. It's spelled Mowtendoo. It's pronounced Mountain Dew. He's a 3D artist. If you've seen some really ridiculously well done videos, such as the Kill a Kill Weed edit, the Smoke Weed Everyday Adventure Time, I believe, was also him. If you've seen those before, you've seen his work. But anyways, he was at a panel for Indie Dev Real Talk.
Now you
And I'm like, wow, that guy, I don't think that guy does in indie development, but he does. He does a lot of indie development. He does, he handles the entire 3D pipelines for projects, and it's actually really fucking cool. Someone else you may know who was there was the video game attorney, was at that panel as well. So it was actually really cool to hear them talk about some stuff. And they've all worked together on various indie games. Split, oh, Jesus Christ, I was reading chat. Splitty Robo is a puzzle platformer where you play as a small square robot that can split halfway vertically and horizontally. Does sound familiar. Oh, did you Honda slap those table buttons? That's exactly what you have to do. That's literally what you do in that game. Is you 1,000 hand slap that table into oblivion, and you can tell though. Wow, what an idiot! You can tell those tables have taken some abuse, or those buttons have taken some abuse. Like some of them were like beaten into the table, and like their edges were just inside of it. Oh, it was so funny. They change the function of the buttons change every 4 presses or so. That's crazy, that like knowing the algorithm to it, because the results of it are amazing. But anyways, we got back on that topic, but yeah, Mountain Dew in that panel. You know, I don't usually trust panels, but I wanted to just see what that dude could possibly say. And we've seen him before. We as in the people at our Skype Discord thing. Sorry, everyone I know on Discord I knew on Skype days like 10 years ago, so I still think of it like that. He was at the Screenwave party last year. Maybe he was at the one before that too, but he was at the Screenwave party before. And he was there again this year too. So yeah, it was cool to hear that and see him. Hear him and those other devs talk as well. And then we ended that day on some Mario Party. Oh, they also had Mortal Kombat 2 set up with some DDR pads. Yeah, I heard, Rave told me about that. I didn't get to, no, Rave didn't tell me, I think you told me, Doubles. It was right next to the 1000 button project, apparently. And I didn't even see it. Yep, see ya, Synep. See you next time. Be here on Thursday for more Fallout 4. Have a good night. Yeah, that's really cool with that. I would have liked to do something like that. If y'all don't know, I also have done a video where I had Rita play Smash with a DDR dance pad. Yeah, that is still on my YouTube. And you can see when that. Okay. But yeah, we ended that day on some Mario Party with me, Rave, Ship, and a random guy that wanted to join in because Tom wasn't there at the time. Tom was on his way, and we decided to just start without him. Oh yeah, we have to go over there. I think. I'm pretty sure. Or did we just come out the back way? Oh, of course, their frequency.
This is an emergency.
So, Mario Party. You know, it was Mario Party. Ship was playing with the plan. It was Mario Party 5, and in Mario Party 5, there's something known as the Miracle Orb, or winning through a miracle. And winning through a miracle was his plan. And what you do is you need to collect 3 Miracle Orbs. And Miracle Orbs and orbs in general are dispensed from random places on the board. And you need to build up 3. Then Ship's plan was to collect all 3. And until then, he was intentionally staying in dead last place. And what ended up happening was, you know, Mario Party is Mario Party. Ship makes a natural comeback and I think it was within the last 5 turns because like the number of stars. Yeah, what happened was 5 stars showed up on the map at all times. So there were 5 maps or 5 stars at all times on the map. So everyone started getting stars like crazy. So Ship and this random dude collected tied for first. They tied for first with the same amount of stars and the same amount of coins. And it came down to a dice roll. And during the dice roll, the random dude goes first. All you do is press A. He presses A. He rolls a 1. He flips. That dude just rolls. He does a forward barrel roll out of his chair and onto the floor. And Ship stands up proudly. And he's screaming because Tom's recording. So he looks back at Tom. He looks back at Tom and he's like, "I believe in miracles." Since he was still banking on that miracle, and then he got that miracle. Oh, it was so funny. By the way, Tom vlogged most of the good bits of MagFest that he was there to be a part of. So tune in for Tom's vlog whenever that goes up, and to see all the fun shit that things like that will happen. So, that was Mario Party, and that was a really fun night. You know, Ship didn't even want to do it either. I told him, yeah, so the plan tonight is me and Dom are gonna go play some Mario Party. And he's like, "Wow, really?" And I'm like, "Man, you got nothing better to do." And then he joined us. And you know, he was really about to not join us. Because he thought he had something better to do, but he didn't. I bet this is the right way. And then he ends up winning. I think he still ended up saying like, "Yeah, that was a waste of time." I wish it wasn't raining. I'm gonna sit down so that it won't be raining. And we can get out of this terrible weather. I just need to find a place to sit down at. And then that was the end of the first day. At least I'm pretty sure Mario Party was the end of the first day. There is nowhere for me to rest. There is not a bench anywhere. There might be one inside. So, next day, day 2, business cards. I started handing out my business cards when I was doing those. I told you, I said it before, I was handing them out the first day too. I ran out of my business cards. On the 3rd day, but on the 2nd day, I realized that since my business cards were from 2 years ago, when I originally got them from MagFest, they had the wrong Twitter handle on them. They still said @SmashingVeteran on them, and that's not my Twitter handle that's not my Twitter handle anymore. It's @Spavetios. So I had to tweet that, put that in my bio. And a few people have figured it out. Shoutouts to them. But yeah, that sucks. All those people with my business card, and they're all wrong. Speaking of business cards, though, it's also really embarrassing that now that I look back at all the cosplayers that were at MagFest and what they did, I handed out, it's so embarrassing. I gave so many of the same cosplayers my business card because I didn't realize it was them in their cosplay, in their second cosplays. It was actually really embarrassing. I just found one that did a Piper cosplay, and she also did the protagonist from Horizon. So she has 2 of my business cards. But yeah, we also went to the Silva Gunna panel. Silva Gunna is the one that does high quality video game rips. Not the actual channel that just re-uploads music from games, but the one that edits them. Silva Gunna, the one that edits them. And it's not a him, it's not a her, it's a they. Silva Gunna is a massive collaborative effort. and anyone is able to submit to Sylvaguna. You just have to know what you're doing. And they went over the whole process, actually. And as we all learned, me shipping them, Sylvaguna is like, that's already an active community. Like, there were already people that knew that's how it worked. It's kind of really fucking cool. But yeah, now it's foggy and now I can still barely see. So Sylvaguna is a lot of people all working together. They even like with like some of the similar themes, like a bunch of them did Flintstones, some contributed to like the Rhythm Heaven ones, etc. And there was so many like inside jokes that they cracked and we had no idea what they were, because I had no idea this community even existed, because I didn't know that anyone knew the identity. Just like Mountain Dew, I didn't think anyone knew who Mountain Dew was. I don't think like anyone knew his first name. His first name's Philip, by the way. It's just right there. You know, his face is right there. People, they just know. It's, so yeah, and it's like that with Sylvaguna. Oh, jeez. And they told us about the process, and what they do. And I'm gonna break it down to something as simple as what they showed. But of course, it is quite a bit of detail and effort, and you actually really do have to know music to do it. But it's not any sort of like basic YouTube poop editing. No, they literally rip the game's MIDI files and then apply their sound fonts, then some post, such as reverb, anything else that they can tell is on those songs. For example, in Kingdom Hearts 2 as well, those games have sound fonts. Those games are not like recorded songs or orchestrated. In the original PS2 versions, those are sound fonts, which I didn't know. That's what confused me about the Sylvaguna channel, was I thought music like that, like video game sounds like that, were already recorded, orchestrated, but no, they are MIDI. They are MIDI with sound fonts. So that was fucking something. Piper keeps dying. So, they rip the game's MIDI file, they apply the sound font, they have, say, the Flintstones, MIDI already pre-ripped. They apply that MIDI into the sound font and replace part of the original melody with it. And then they match it up. This is where the music knowledge really comes in, is they match it up on key, and they're I wouldn't say perfectionists, they just know what the fuck they're doing. So they're very careful about it and having it sound authentic. And like on and matching. Which button is my... There it is, it's 5. But yeah, it's okay. It's really fucking cool, and yeah, anyone can do it. If they have knowledge of music. Sorry, I haven't been following the Corsair sound, I've been following Raiders. Anyways. Yeah, Fruity Loops or any other kind of software. There's a whole bunch of other softwares they use too. I wrote them down. I don't have them on hand right now though. But you can find, if you search for the Sylvaguna community, you will find the tools they use. So yeah, that's really cool. That was a cool panel. That's, if I had to make a tier list of panels, that is up on the same tier as the Sleepy Cabin panel from a few years ago. That was 2015, was the year of that panel. Is it up here? Found it. After that, we went to the Screenwave party. And the Screenwave party is a party hosted every year closed in, and Screenwave is a YouTube network that houses that has housed most of some not shitty people. For example, the Sleepy Cabin guys and who else? Cinemassacre. Cinemassacre is basically sister company of Screenwave. Ryan, who is also a massive part of Cinemassacre, if you watch the Cinemassacre channel at all, he runs Screenwave. It's his network that he runs. So they know a whole bunch of people and whatever, and so a bunch of YouTube peeps are always at that party. First year was, oh hell, we the Sleepy Cabin boys, who, I mean, that we had already seen them and hanging out with them most of that MagFest anyways. Spoon the Grooves, JonTron was there, and whatever. I'm saying that, but it's like this isn't like, I don't know. It's not. I guess it's exclusive, but like, you know, we can bring people in, like Dom. Like I was just bringing Dom in. There was one dude who came to it and he's like, yeah, I don't know how I keep getting invited back to these parties, but yeah, it's a good time. Like, I don't think that guy knows that Screenwave. I don't know if that guy. Well, I think he was a streamer. I think he was just a streamer. But yeah. Oh shit, I just remembered how much of a hell this whole area is. Gee, yeah, they are out for us. They don't want us in here. So yeah, here's what the party is to us. Free drinks. That's it. That's what it is to us. And Rave didn't drink. He just had Pepsi. I have a high tolerance of alcohol, so I don't buy alcohol because I would need to spend a ridiculous amount of money to feel anything, so I don't do it. But if I get offered free drinks, then I'll take it. And what I do, and what I did last year as well, was I get rum and Red Bull. I got 2 glasses of that. And I feel more from the Red Bull than I do from the rum. And my plan this year was I'm gonna get those drinks, and then we're gonna play Gauntlet. Me and Rave, we're gonna spend that entire night playing some Gauntlet. Legends, not Dark Legacy, because Dark Legacy is way too long of a game. So, and there was a cabinet for Gauntlet. I think I talked about that before we left. There was a cabinet for Gauntlet that they had last year. This year it was in the back, hidden away with the other out of commission arcade machines. We could not play Gauntlet on the arcade, so we went to the console area to try to find Gauntlet, and they didn't have Legends on Dreamcast or on Nintendo 64. And again, Dark Legacy is the version of Gauntlet that is way longer. It has extra levels in it that we would have to do. So we didn't want to do that. And they didn't have the GameCube version anyways, but they did have the PS2 version of Gauntlet Dark Legacy, which, as Rave has told me, that's a worse port of it. So what was my next plan after that? Well, if we couldn't play it in the console room, let's try to play it in the room. So I brought my Raspberry Pi. You know, that thing that people own and they go, why would you buy a SNES Mini? You could just get a Raspberry Pi. It wasn't working in our TV. And also, even if it was working on the TV, we didn't have the buttons, or buttons. I said that because we didn't have controllers. Ship brought, I brought a Raspberry Pi and I did not bring a controller. Ship brought a GameCube adapter, a USB GameCube adapter, and we used that. we couldn't get the Raspberry Pi to show up. And I spent that entire night buzzed and full of energy troubleshooting, and we never found a solution. In the end, it came down to turning on an emulator. The GameCube adapter to USB did not work with the GameCube emulator. So, that didn't work. We couldn't play Gauntlet, so I settled on playing Zelda 2. And I got like halfway through Zelda 2. It's a fun game. But no one else participated. It's like what we did last year where we started Earthbound. So, requirements not met yet. Get no strength. Where we started Earthbound and we still have to finish that too. This year we started Zelda 2. I started Zelda 2. Nah, I wasn't expecting anyone to get in and help me on that. Because no one else had actually played Zelda 2, I don't think. Tom hasn't played it. So, but that was our night. Our night was sitting in the room, troubleshooting. And I'll just real quickly say that I'm very disappointed in the game selection that is at MagFest in the console area, because there are no short co-op games at all. It's all party games. They got all the party games you could want. They have some longer co-op games such as Halo and Dark Legacy, but there was nothing short term. There was the SNES Kirby. There were no other Kirbys. There was no Return to Dreamland. There were Wii U setups. The only thing you can play on them was Smash. That's it. There were no other Wii U game options, so we couldn't even do Hyrule Warriors. And we saw someone doing Dynasty Warriors, but I don't want to, you know, Dynasty Warriors is Dynasty Warriors, so I wanted to do Zelda Dynasty Warriors. Couldn't do it. All their Xbox One games are having issues. That's probably why they canceled the KI tournament. Which is not surprising. It probably has to do with online DRM, because especially if they did KI. KI, for you to run a KI tournament, your Xbox One consoles need to be connected online. Otherwise, you don't get your characters. So, you know, I'm not surprised by that at all. I think maybe KI on PC is a different story? I'm not sure, actually. But anyways, so, you know, that was our night. What if I told you we had we didn't drink a lot. I had 2 drinks, but that's not enough to get me going much. Ship, on the other hand, here's what happens, right? While we're in the room doing our troubleshooting, our problem solving, Ship comes back into the room after we've just about given up. Ship comes in and he looks sad. Rave asks him, "Ship, you look kind of sad. What's wrong?" Ship goes, "I had too much to drink." Rave's like, "Ship, how much did you drink?" And Ship's like, "A lot." And and it's not like Ship was actually sad. It's just when Ship is drunk, he's just more Ship, basically. So he comes back into the room. He's just acting sad. We need to drop some stuff off over here. Hello.
What can I do? You know, you look like
Whoops.
you could really use this. These things have literally saved my life.
I meant to trade.
All right.
So, he comes back into
What
the
you got for
room,
me?
and
Okay, I'll be here then.
what we do is, he's drunk, and Dom starts fucking with him. No, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Here's what happens. Dom does fuck with him, but that's later. Here's what happens is, Ship lays in the closet, and he starts texting, Dom. He says, "Dom, shh, don't tell Austin I'm in the closet." And I said, "Man, Ship just left the room. He better come back with a drink for me." And then Ship gets out of the closet. He walks out the door, and he whispers over to Dom, Oh, geez, I have to focus on this. Okay, got it. And he says, don't tell Austin I'm gonna leave. Tell him I'm still in the closet. So Ship leaves, and he leaves to get me a drink. And I said to get a Minute Maid from Chipotle. So Dom's a little worried that we just sent Ship out jacketless in that cold weather that I talked about earlier to Chipotle, which this is at midnight, so Chipotle is closed. So we just sent a jacketless person out to Chipotle to get a drink that he physically couldn't get. And then we get worried, and we make a text, or Dom texts him and says, Ship, you left your shoes in the room. Ship replies, cool. And then Ship comes back like 30 minutes later. He comes back with a beer and Lipton lemonade tea. Actually, I don't think it was lemonade, but it was some sort of, it was Lipton green tea, which by the way is pretty good. Anyways. Ah, shit. So he comes back with that and the another beer. And Dom tells him, Ship, you just left without your shoes. And he's like, what? No, I didn't. They're right on my feet. And he's like, no, your shoes are right over there. And he's like, there's no shoes over there. Ship, their shoes are right there. And I'm like, Ship, your shoes are right there. You're literally pointing at them. He's like, no, they're on my feet. What are you guys talking about? I'm like, oh, dude, Ship, you're so wasted. And then Ship starts freaking out that he just walked out without his shoes. He is now convinced that he does not have shoes on, which he did have his shoes on.
Take a peek.
Where's dog meat? Where the fuck is dog meat? And so he starts looking around the room for his shoes that are on his feet. and he can't find them. And you know, give it like 20 minutes. Hey, I'm like, hey Ship, I'm hungry. Can you order us a pizza? And he's like, yeah, sure. What do you want? And I say, I want Hawaiian. And he's like, okay, pineapple. I'm like, no, it's Hawaiian is pineapple and Canadian bacon. And he's like, what? Why would you get Canadian bacon on pineapple pizza?
Say the word.
And then we had this argument, and he's like, no, if you want Canadian bacon on your pizza, you gotta order it yourself. And then you know, progress, he forgets he said that, and he's like, all right, I'll order the pizza.
Cripple yourself.
And then Dom comes in and doesn't let me do it. He doesn't let me have my fun of Ship ordering a pizza drunk. And he goes, Ship, you can't order a pizza until you find your shoes. So Ship gets entirely distracted, and anytime I try to bring it back to Ship getting the pizza, he goes, not until you find your shoes first. And then it continues into the cycle of oh, I gotta get that pizza. No, you gotta find your shoes first. All right, wait, let me order that pizza. Not until you he's like, I can't find my shoes. I'm just gonna order that pizza. Dom's like, not until you find your shoes. And it keeps going. And eventually, we never got the pizza. And eventually, Ship passes out on the bed. And when Ship passes out on the bed, he's wearing his shoes. And Dom goes, Ship, you can't wear your shoes to bed. And he's like, and so Dom takes them off him while he's laying in bed. And he's like, and he's like, Rave, give me back my shoes. I have to find them. And so after Rave gets him off, Ship gets on the floor and he puts his shoes back on. And I'm like, oh great, now you can order that pizza. He doesn't. He just actually basically falls asleep there. Oh man. And okay, wiser, no. Wiser, no. Wiser, no. Wiser. Got it. And so Ship falls asleep. I'm trying to remember anything else that happened while Ship was drunk, but it'll come back to me. So, Jangles the moon monkey sick. Ship wakes up, or in next morning, Ship wakes up. Me and Dom are early morning people, so we're already up and about. We come back to the room when he's waking up, and he's like, Ved. He still calls me Ved in person, by the way. Ved, what did I do last night? And I tell him, you walked out of the room, you bought another beer, and then I recap everything else, but when I told him he bought another beer, he's like, I bought another beer? Oh no. And they, because he thought him going to get my drink was a dream. He didn't think that actually happens. But and because he couldn't find the drink bottle because it was on the floor, so he didn't see it. And he was wondering why there was an empty beer can on the dresser. And I'm like, yeah, Ship, you bought that and drank the whole thing. And like, oh no. This is Ship right here, this trash bin. I think they're over here. Let's boogie. We should hurry.
Fall back to original position.
As fast as we can possibly go. And Ship tells me that what he did, he remembers going down to get the drink.
Blue, we're not alone.
And what he did was he went to the market area on the atrium floor, where there's just a little, like, I don't know, like a la carte area. It's a little kiosk. It's a little kiosk where you can buy drinks and stuff. And he asks him, do you guys have Minute Maid? And they're like, no, we have whiskey. that's how Ship told us they said it. He asked for Minute Maid and they go, no, have whiskey instead. And then but you know, Ship still bought a beer. Anyways, while he was down there. Oh, get up, girl. What's wrong? Also, where's Dogmeat? He hasn't showed up and we're still full on our inventory. I also need to repair a lot on this thing once we get out of here. I wouldn't have to do that if Dogmeat was actually here. But yeah, I tell Ship everything he did, and all he can really say for himself is, "Man, I'm hilarious." That's it. He was pretty proud of himself because he was still able to get himself back to the room. It wasn't a train wreck like who we had last year was. He managed himself well. He didn't do anything bad to anyone else, and he was fine. We didn't even have to prank him. He's like, you guys are assholes, but we didn't do anything. We didn't even record him. We just let him be.
Horses after the girl. Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor.
Fuck, it was funny.
That's an order.
Yeah, I am gonna give him a lot of stuff. Yeah, we were constantly saying nobody matted on us. It's not even really possible for me unless oh shit. It's not like I don't know how many drinks it would take me to get me to feel something just from the alcohol. But anyways, that was our fun night with Ship, with drunk Ship. It was a good time because Ship drunk is just more Ship. It's Ship taking off to his limiter. So, I'll pull this bad boy back out. And I talked about Gauntlet, I talked about the console area, and I talked about the Raspberry Pi. So that was day 2. Moving on to day 3, I woke up with a nosebleed. That was the morning at least. There's not much more else to it than that, besides waking up with that. That sucked though. That normally never happens. I don't know what it was.
Bad idea.
But anyways, Adept Demon. Some of us ought to know. He's a chat member, usually, sometimes. He's more active with Phil's community, in particular. He did a Big Smoke cosplay. It was really fucking solid. I got some dope pictures of that too that are gonna be on my website shortly. And I already put them on I put them in our Discord. I sent them to him and Kenny, so they have them. So if they decide to post those, everyone will see them. Until then, I gotta wait for the what is it? My website. But he looks great. He fucking nailed it. It was so funny. And then when we do our little photo shoot, we borrowed a prop from I believe it was a Witcher cosplayer. Okay, Niers, but it isn't Niers. It's the E. Damn it. And we got some dope photos of him. Now, it's time for the Ship It story part 2, where he wasn't drunk, but you know, we were trying to get that pizza off him, right? Next day, he orders us our pizza. Oh, damn it. Wait, did that count? Yes, it did, okay. He orders us a pizza. Here's what we do, right? Is we do good old Daddy Johnny, Papa John's. And we do this deal where they have, if you buy one pizza, you get a second one free. You pay for the more expensive one, and then your second that's cheaper or the equal value is free. The plan was, get my pizza, and what would be mine and Tom's pizza. Okay, hold on, sniff, grunt, blood. It's gotta start with a B. Here it is. Hawaiian pizza. Ship isn't very happy about Canadian bacon. He says I'm picky, and then he's shooting down all the pizzas, the toppings that Dom and I suggested. So he doesn't like Canadian bacon, so he decides he's gonna order his own pizza. And what he does, this motherfucker Ship, he doesn't realize, like, on the website that, like, when you build your pizza, that if you click on the same ingredient, it's gonna like add it twice. So this fool, he starts we came in from this way, right? He starts adding every kind of cheese to it. He adds $40 worth of toppings, and assume there's like $1.60 per topping, $1.50, $1 per topping. He adds $40 worth of toppings. And if you weren't surprised, they don't do them all. They did like a regular amount of cheese. But yeah, this god, he ordered a $40 pizza, and then my pizza was free. God, he's like, no, I'm doing it. And then I forget what all it had on it, but the moment it had onions and mushrooms, I was off that pizza hype train. But there was a lot on that pizza. So, yeah, Jesus Christ. It was so, and God, we ate it though. Apparently it was good. I didn't eat it, but apparently it was good. So I certainly hope he got his money's worth. Huh, I turned the spotlight on, but I turned off the turrets. Funny how that works. What also is funny is dog meat still isn't here. Anyways. We're close to the destination, and I don't mind walking so I can talk more. Yeah, what an idiot. So that was the third night, I think. After we got our pizza, right? Actually, I think one of those panels was that night, and I talked about the other panel like it was another day. Dog meat. We met on our way back to the market that night. We met Sandra. Dusty Old Roses. Dusty Old Rose. She is a voice actress, and you would know her from the video I did, the animation BioShock Infinite. She is the voice of Elizabeth. And she was there. Met with her and had a real quick chat. I didn't talk long at all. But yeah, that was really cool. And we had Dom there. Didn't do anything, no picture, because it was that quick. It was like right at that moment, shit was moving that fast. So we didn't. Hold on. What's the drug that lets me carry more weight? I need to put that on right now. I forget which one it is. Buff out? I think it's buff out. Yes. No, damn it, that's as far as it stacks. Hold on, we gotta drop something. I think I have a dumb weapon I don't need, such as all of these. There we go. So I met her, and that was really cool. Another person, met online, met in person. Yo, and then that night, we watched two things that night. We watched Pop Team Epic. We watched the first episode of that anime, and it's got my recommendation. It seriously is just comic bit after bit, because all Pop Team Epic is a 4-panel manga. And you might not know the name, but you do know, if you know, you've all been on the internet, you know what Pop Team Epic the characters are. If you Google it, you're gonna know the characters. So it's the fucking dumbass anime, and it was basically just skits, little bits back and forth. And it's fucking great. There's so many goddamn obscure references. Like the dudes whoever writes that manga strip is like very aware of like Western culture as well. They have panels about Undertale. There's two of them. It's a motherfucking Undertale reference. So that's super cool. But yeah, like there was a Skyrim bit in the anime as well. I'll drop these. Sick. And yeah, it's really funny. And from what I read, the show is even more funny when you watch it live on TV in Japan, because you don't know when what you're watching is the actual episode or if it's just a commercial. Or if you don't know when it's coming back from commercials or not, or if the commercials are just other skits. And that's fucking hilarious. I wish I could zoom in on this terminal. Fixes. One likeness. Fixes. Fixes. Oh, nice. It was so fucking funny. And then we, as per MagFest tradition for us.
All he had to do was tell me the password. Now, are you going to cooperate?
Oh God!
Tell me.
God! Okay.
Yeah, I'll get to you in a moment. And then after that, we watched some Nathan For You. I hadn't seen the full season, and Dom hadn't seen any of the new season yet. And we only got like halfway through the season though, so we didn't finish watching it.
It's just a matter of time. Tell me the password.
Let's do this one now. And Nathan For You is a hilarious show, and I'll talk about it in a sec. Must. No. Nice. I'm getting very lucky with these terminals. So, yo, speaking of luck, that's how I would describe this MagFest. Is this MagFest was the stars aligning perfectly so that everything worked out so flawlessly. It's actually really impressive how like there was very little that went wrong. There were critiques, but like things didn't go ultimately wrong at all. And I'm extremely happy about that. Oh hell yeah, MagFest was a lot of fun. And so yeah, that was not Sunday night, that was Saturday night. Sunday, the last day of the event, me and Dom, of course, already up.
Better days, hasn't it?
Oh, I forgot to talk about Starbucks real quick. But ooh, cap stash. We turned on Games Done Quick and we had that on for a good bit. During that day though, I did a photo shoot with Char. And we did a lot. We spent a lot of time doing a shoot. Did tons of photos, and that'll all be online on my site eventually too. It was great. It was a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying the experience. My significant other is interested in cosplay, and I'm interested in doing photography for that. So
If you're not here for the synth, then you're here for me.
it's a great experience. I'm really happy with how that came out.
Do you
And
want?
so we'll get all those images and shit up sometime this week, hopefully before the next stream.
That you cannot have.
Buddy, you can't just here. You wanna play this lame shit? You wanna play this lame shit, buddy? I don't know if you know who you're talking to. I don't know if you know who you're talking to. I don't think you quite understand your situation. I've lost him. Where is he? Oh, what? No, I'm reloading. I thought I was out of ammo. Piper, get in here and help me, damn it. Oh, I forgot to press, I didn't press Q in time. I like that I'm in a position now where I can just spam my stim pack button. Whoa, Piper! Piper, where'd you get that? Piper, put that down. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that board? I didn't give her that. Wait, yes, I did. I did give her. Holy shit. Did you? Hold on. Hold on. I was so taken aback by the fact she had that board. We didn't just see her fucking body slam that guy. Not body slam. Slam that guy down. That was hilarious. Wow. Okay. Yeah, anyways, we did that photo shoot. It was a lot of fun. And that was about the last thing we did. Oh, by the way, that's like the second to last quest of the main story, like third to last. We're approaching on the end of this game, actually. And for just a heads up, after Fallout 4, we're going to be doing Super Mario RPG on Mondays and Thursdays. So, yeah, anyways,
Help me.
yeah, and then was Monday, the drive back. Who said help me? Was it in here? Can't help you. Oh, fuck. Nope, there's no helping in there. Mm-mm. Hello.
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but I can't get out.
Sorry,
Not on my
I
own.
went to, like,
I'm going to have
put
to
my hand
trust
on my
you to
throat
help
because
me.
my throat is killing me.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Do I? The guard put the password in a toolbox over there under the stairs. Use it to gain access to the
I'm gonna grab
terminal.
a drink real
And
quick
open the
after this
door.
conversation. Hold on one sec. Okay, alright, yo, so that drive home from MagFest was fucking terrible. It's a 4-hour drive, right? It's a 4-hour drive, and in the shit. What did she say to do?
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but
From
I can't get out. Not on my
where
own.
we
I'm going to
were
have
in
to trust you
Maryland,
to help me.
through Maryland, DC, and
I
Virginia,
guess I
the
don't really have a
traffic
choice,
was
do I?
terrible.
The guard put
It
the
was-
password in a toolbox over there under the stairs.
Toolbox under
Use
the
it to
stairs.
gain access to the terminal and open the door.
Like Jesus Christ. Oops. And then when we got into Pennsylvania, it was the weather. It was frosty as fuck on my windshield and on the roads. I didn't know this was possible. I slid on a road that had nothing. It looked dry. It wasn't black ice. There was no ice on the road. It was just frosted. I didn't know that was possible. It's nutty. Anyways, also, we're Brotherhood of Steel, so we're probably gonna kill this person if given the option.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. My institute designation is K-198, but I prefer Jenny, so yes, I'm a synth, if you hadn't already guessed.
Isn't that
I
what
knew
black
they'd
ice
send
is?
me
No,
closer.
black ice is still ice.
Didn't think you'd find me so fast. I think I would have lost
I don't,
him,
I don't,
too.
and
I was
and
captured by
the
mercenaries.
other issue with it was
And all this happened. Thanks again for your help.
stock
I'm gonna
car
look for
tires are
supplies
pretty
before heading
garbage
out.
in any kind of weather
Before you
condition.
ask, no, I don't need
Um,
any more help. The Commonwealth is unforgiving. I need
It
to
was-
make it on my own.
Oh man,
I'm dead. Maybe we'll meet again.
but yeah.
Under better circumstances.
And then
We do.
all throughout the time, well, it didn't present me with an option of killing her. Dan's won't mind, I don't think. Oh, right, we need to turn it on here. My mom had been showing me photos of Rita all week. And Rita, because of we had a dog that passed away not too long ago. She's literally on the left seat across from me, so I won't say the name aloud. But that gave her some sort of separation anxiety. So me being away for just a few days really affected her. So she was very happy when I came home, and I was very happy to see her because she was pretty depressed with me not being there. But it's all good now, and she's back to her normal spoiled life. Right, Rita?
You think they designed this place with
Good
sniper
girl.
fire in mind, or that was just a lucky coincidence?
That's actually a really good question, Piper. And the answer, we may never know. We're gonna have to ask Bethesda. Are we close by to some place? I don't know if I actually don't know how I'm gonna get home. But yeah, MagFest this year was a complete lucky string of good things constantly happening. Even through the traffic on the way home, I felt like there were cars that I had never seen get so close to me on an interstate that were really fucking close, cutting corners. No one here. New Jersey people from New Jersey. Yo, there's two things that drivers from New Jersey don't do. Number one is pump their gas. Number two is use their turn signal. They just cut. It's so awful. And it anything could have gone wrong on that drive home because they're relentless. But there were enough nice people in the right places in the right lanes that all potential accidents were avoided. And yeah, it was just one lucky thing after another, and I didn't want to say anything about it. I just wanted to keep it to myself. how, like for example, we were on the 4th floor. Our room at the Gaylord was on the 4th floor. And, in being in the 4th floor, I wasn't supposed to be able to fast travel. I'm over encumbered. Huh, anyways. Why was I allowed to fast travel? Can I do that when I have power armor?
Good neighbor, huh?
No, that was already off. Weird.
Gonna get stoned or stabbed?
What about you, Piper? Do you get stoned? I bet Piper is a very heavy drug user.
Well,
Recreational,
hello.
though.
Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your
For Frank
discretion.
and Ty,
Except
total
me.
Ty's truck
I only
driving
kill what I
back.
want
That
to.
sucks. That sucks. It's a
Each weapon
it's
tested on someone who
it's honestly not a
deserved it.
drive I wish anyone to make out there. It's I don't know. They're all right, right? I bet this guy has a good weapon that I can take. Oh, he only has, wow, he only has that little. Never mind, buddy. Give me that back. I need to go repair my shit. We're good on ammo. All I need are, I guess, armor upgrades. I'll have to do that back at Diamond City. In fact, let's go do that now. I'll have a scar? That's unfortunate. Shaken but physically fine. Yeah, that's awful to go through. But yeah. Damn. I definitely have a little bit of congestion after that whole convention. So probably in the next 2 days, that post-con sickness is gonna hit. We will see if the post-con depression sinks in. Oh wait, what am I doing? If I want to repair my armor, I gotta go out to my headquarters. But I'm actually extremely happy to be back home and to be in my room. And not be out on the road and driving. And gonna try to enjoy the rest of the break I have, which actually isn't that long, actually. It's kind of really shitty to think I only have like 2 weeks before school again. But yeah. It's very unfortunate. Gotta make do with what I can in the time in the meantime. Get some video projects started. And have them done because once I'm in school, I'll have to put a lot of projects off. Anyways. Let's go ahead and repair this armor. Alright, and equip. Alright, all good. Hello, dog meat trade. Taking everything off of them. Put all the junk in there. Okay. Excuse me. Where's Piper? Oh, there you are.
Shoot.
Yeah, you don't need this or that or this or that. 461. Jesus Christ. Screaming at the rave and my body's in pain from dancing. Yo, I had to say that after the let's see, quick recap on some things in my personal life. When my dad passed away, depression hit. I gained a lot of weight that nobody saw, and I got very a healthy lifestyle, lost a lot of that weight that no one has ever seen of me. And as a result of that, just healthier in general, I was able to stay and do a lot at MagFest that I was never able to do before, with just standing and walking more than I've ever been able to before, and it was great. And I fully utilized that until the point where I still was standing way too long, but as, like, you know, a normal person, not someone who's not in healthy condition. So I'm really grateful for that. Unfortunately, though, this may have been my last MagFest because I will be in Florida after the school semester, after the summer. So
This better be an emergency.
this was likely my last MagFest, because in the next, if I were to go to the next MagFest, I would need to buy a plane ticket and pay way even more to get there. So I don't know if it would entirely be
Well,
worth it.
I suppose we can do business.
Just because of how much it would physically cost. Would be kind of ridiculous. So yeah, I'm not sure on that. Damn. Does she have anything I would want? Hold on, cancel all this. I need to get out of the power armor and trade. So, yeah, as probably a last MagFest, that's about as good as it could have gone. Honestly, I'm not itching to do that drive again anytime soon, though. So, you know,
Free shopping right here.
I would really rather tackle flying in than
Every piece in here is worth
Um,
what I charge for it. No arguments.
I would rather deal with flying in than
Odds and ends.
that drive again, though. But you know, the drive is the flying in would be very expensive. So we most likely not counting on going to another MagFest. But you know, it was a good time. Very glad to have gone. This looks good. Oh, that's even better. Weapons, here we go. Damn. Oh, here we go. Just might as well take these. How many rataways do I have? 23, Jesus. It's, yeah, good time. Glad I went. Not happy about that drive, though. But, you know, don't have to do it again. We'll be moving to Florida closer to the end of summer, probably. There's still a lot to do and prep for that. But, yeah, and then I'll be participating in whatever crazy events go on in Florida, particularly around Orlando. I won't be around Orlando, but that's there. It will be a drive away, and it won't be as bad of a drive as MagFest is. And pick up cheat. That's what Max was saying. That's what Max said. That's legit what Max said the plan was. We Phil, Max, and me drive up. We pick up cheat, and then we go to MagFest. That's not worth it at all. But you know, it was a plan. Damn it. So yeah, that is the MagFest recap. The panel will now open to Q&A. If anyone has any questions, line up in front of the mic and let us know what you think. I have a ton of armor I gotta sell.
I may sell just about everything.
I think everything
but
I'm not
none of it is
wearing.
scrap.
Hold on, what do I look like now? Damn it, I don't have like a base outfit to wear underneath and cover my shirtlessness.
A bit of everything.
Odds and ends, that sort of thing. Apparel. So yeah, what time is it? 11:40. Nice. Did you buy anything good? I like Kirby 64. It has a completed save on it, so that was pretty good. I really had to save money though. So no, not really. Aside from Kirby 64, I'm not big on Banjo-Kazooie, but it was like $10 for a Banjo-Kazooie cart, so I wasn't gonna pass that up. And show us that rockin' dad bod. Let me pull up the image. Pulling up the image right now. And where'd it go? Oh yeah, Tom let me rip his copy of Xenoblade, so now I'm able to play Xenoblade. Where is? Well, all right. I was gonna make a funny little thing. Pull up my video game sweater, the picture of me in my video game sweater. But if you want to see that, you got to go to my Twitter. Sorry, get fucked. All right. We'll keep that. Yeah, the rest of this can go. Fuck. Cancel it.
Remember, I don't serve cents. Supplies are just for
Oh wait, no,
humans.
I shouldn't sell to her. She doesn't have any money. Greetings, my good fellow who has money.
If you're looking to keep your load light, we can shoot the breeze about the old-fashioned pistol or anything else.
And yeah, all of my cosplay photos that I took, and I took
everything hand tool.
hundreds. I took hundreds of photos of different cosplayers. Over 100 cosplayers at MagFest, and the whole thing should be up on my website. I actually need to figure out a better way to get that up without taking up too much server space. Well, the images aren't actually that big, but, you know, gotta consider it when designing a web page. So yeah, my website is smashingveteran.com. It's already a good portfolio site of mine. And I put Kellogg's outfit in there. So yeah, why am I still over encumbered? Oh, no, I'm not. How much weight are we at? 212? How? Does this shit really weigh this much? What do I have on me that weighs so much? Why does this shotgun weigh 14 pounds? Oh yeah, first thing we did when we got there, by the way, is I showed Tom Conjun House. Finally, I got him to watch it. Had about the same reaction the rest of us did, was that this is something Jesse would try to do. So yeah, he liked it. You can't say pepperoni pizza around him now without him thinking that. So mission accomplished. Soon he will plug that on his stream, and then more people will be aware of Kanjin House, and mission will have been completed. It's... This doesn't add up. The mods? Do I have, like... Ammo? Ammo doesn't weigh anything. I don't think this adds up to 212. To 212. Alright, good night, Doubles. Talk to you later, TTYL. I don't think this genuinely adds up to 100. I know, like, there's a bunch of these things that are 1 or 0.5. But I don't have that many, do I? 31.5, so that's like 9 pounds. That's 7 pounds. 0.1. Anyone in chat seeing it? How are we getting 212 pounds? I don't get it. Bobby pins are weightless. Did we really make that many mods? I don't think so. Weird. And I actually don't have much I can put on anyone else. I don't know what to do about that. Normally when I play these games, I have like an average weight of like 97, 100. So that's odd. Alright, let's get back there then and have the ship analyzed. Not for all in the stack. Yeah, that's what I mean. So like if there's 18 of whatever that thing was and each one weighs 0.5, that's 9 pounds total. Like even with all of that, I don't think that equals up to 212. I don't know. I guess it does. I might take a look at that off stream or something, or we can address it next Thursday. Because again, my nights are now Monday and Thursday.
I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time, but a flying ship? Crazy. But yeah, what time is it now? 11:48. So we've successfully had like a very long MagFest recap stream. I don't think I've missed anything.
Virgil, what happened? A courser chip. You fought a courser. Oh my god. Unfortunately,
Man, if I could level up again, I would upgrade my weight limit.
But never a courser. I don't know what that chip does, let alone how to decode it.
Also, bottom right corner. That means I'm still on a drug. Am I still on the buff out?
Well, they're the only ones I know.
Unless I
who have a
accidentally took
chance
another
of cracking
drug.
Institute security. They're called the Railroad.
I don't want to talk to the railroad.
Ah, yes. Anyway, you need a code phrase in order to find them. Follow the Freedom Trail.
I got the tells about Tom bringing a mower to the club. Yeah, so we head to the Screenwave party, right?
Good luck.
We
I'm sorry.
Tom comes in.
But
He brings the mower in.
Out as you go.
And Mountain Dew looks at him and goes, "Holy shit, that guy brought a mower into the club." And then, that's all I got. It was really fucking loud. Oh yeah, one more thing about the Screamway party. They didn't have enough pizza. They get their pizza from Paisanos. Paisanos in the Maryland area.
You look just like Sammy, too.
Sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with
And it wasn't
sense.
enough.
In this town,
We got 2 slices. That night sucked. All we had to eat was 2 slices of pizza and 2 drinks. And it's last year when they gave us the chips, they gave us the things that let us get our free drinks. They just kind of gave out like random amounts to people. Like Miguel was there and he got like 4 or 5 or something. But I still got like 2 last year, and this year they made sure everyone had 2. This trusty John Deere. Does John Deere make push mowers? Like, comment, subscribe if you think John Deere makes push mowers. I don't want to find the railroad because we're gonna... Is this why I can't progress the Brotherhood of Steel? Let me check back in with them and see if anything new has happened. I may just look it up real quick on how to progress with the Brotherhood of Steel before we continue the main story. Makes all kind of shit. I know, but like, I know they have fun riding mowers. I just didn't know if they made push mower ones. Is Tom wheeled with a John Deere one in that image? Man, my voice is killing me. I really hope I'm up to streaming on Thursday. I may feel like complete garbage by then. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it was a good time. It was, for a last MagFest, it was pretty good. The first MagFest I went to, you physically couldn't beat. It had all the heavy hitters. It had the party. It had the fun and the friends and the video games. But it's just, you know, in the same ballpark at least.
You ever want to get on my good side? You get your ass out there pronto.
Halen and Reese have plenty to do. See if you can lend them a hand.
I'm gonna look this up, how to progress their storyline. Because the Brotherhood of Steel does not stop here. Doesn't seem they do. I don't know, actually. Is that the, we talking Brotherhood of Steel, or are we talking, John Deere push mowers? Looked it up. We're supposed to listen to this military frequency. And we were supposed to tune into it a while ago, I think. Yes, we were. Do I have a quest that says to listen to that radio station? I don't. No, I don't. That I was supposed this radio frequency. Well, it's listed here, so we should be able to listen to it. John Deere does make push mowers. Interesting, interesting. Okay, hold on. I'm checking to we may have broken this quest. May have. There it is. It's completed. Let's just go up on the roof. But we may have broken this quest. Maybe it's only available at certain times in the day. Oh, thank God. But yeah, sorry if anyone was
if you want to impress me,
wanting us to focus on the story of Fallout 4. I can recap it for you real quick. We had to what did we do? We had to get to Virgil, a super mutant and scientist who works in the Institute, to learn how to get into the Institute, and we know they do it through a teleporter. He told us how to do it. We needed a Corsair chip. We got the Corsair chip. We had the doc analyze it. And basically from here on out, we need to have a faction build us the blueprints to get the teleporter working. There's a lot of in-between there, but that's basically where we're heading. And once we choose a faction to help us build our way into the Institute, we're pretty close to the end of the game. We just need to progress the Brotherhood of Story line so that we can have that done and we can be sided with them once we go into the Institute. Yeah, something is supposed to be playing on the radio station right now. And nothing is happening. So it is very likely that we have broken the Brotherhood of Steel quest line. And that it has been broken for a while. Because I don't know. I may have to read back or watch back the stream, get an instant replay of what happened last time. Maybe it doesn't happen in the rain. Maybe we need clear weather. Man, I wonder how Twitter's doing right now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do. You can read it out loud. Let's see. So what we're supposed to do is we get those infinite quests from the two knights. We do those, and I did them. After you do that, you report back, and it completes the quest Semper Invicta, which I looked at, and I made sure that was done. After we complete that quest, We're supposed to see an airship pass over the building. And then we're supposed to tune into this specific radio frequency. And then we're supposed to be able to board upon the vertibird. The vertibird is supposed to be right here. Maybe we did all that, but then if we did all that, then talking to Dan's would activate it. Dan's is supposed to take us to. I mean, we can do the quest for them again, but it's I don't know. I really don't know.
We still have
Remember,
so much to learn
if you
about
see
the
any
mistakes
sins,
we made in the past.
Terminate them with
and how to
extreme
prevent us
prejudice.
from repeating them.
We don't take prisoners.
Maybe I have to keep doing things for him. I don't know. Let me see. How about we build a settlement and have a peaceful Harvest Moon life? Brotherhood of Steel. Reveal. Fire support. Call to arms. Let's see that. Did we do call to arms? Is that quest completed as well? Call to arms. Yep, there it is. Fire support. And what was the first one? Reveal. Or reveal spelled very weirdly. Huh, don't see that on the list. And that's at Fort Hagen. I don't think that one's required, though. Maybe it is. Where the hell is Fort Hagen? If anyone is tuning into this and seeing me pull up the console command and seeing this, earlier in the stream, I fast traveled while in power armor over Encumber, and it let me fast travel, and I was confused why it let me. I didn't think I didn't know that could happen. Hey, Louise. Welcome to the stream. Fort Hagen should be, what? Fort Hagen. Do we really not do a Brotherhood of Steel quest over there? Yeah, this is not a quest I did, but it is labeled as a main quest. Reveal is a Brotherhood of Steel quest that is triggered after seeing the certain vertibird flying out to the Commonwealth. Yeah, we didn't see that, did we? Let's go back to Fort Hagen. Let's get in the power armor. And see if we can fix whatever the hell is going on in here. It may have been that I just missed this quest, because I'm pretty sure that this was supposed to trigger. I think I even mentioned it. Like, when you leave Fort Hagen after clearing it, in the main story, you're supposed to see the Prindwin, the vertibird. But we didn't see it. It didn't pop up at all. During the quest reunions. Yeah, we did the quest reunions. And then nothing happened. My only idea would be to turn off the mods and see if it happens then? I don't know, it was an in-game event that was supposed to happen and it didn't trigger, and it is part of the main story, so... We lost the military signal. Fort Hagen is this way. You know what happened? Piper! We didn't leave to talk to Piper! We didn't... Remember, when we... the objective was to talk to Piper back in Diamond City, but she was right there, so we talked to her there, so it must have been that it was supposed to trigger between then and, between going to Diamond City. But we never had to go to Diamond City, so the cutscene never triggered. And thus... Oh, no. Nope, that's it. We don't have a save in between. That's... Ah, fuck. I don't know if that is required. This isn't, I don't think this is listed in order, actually. Well, it should be. Fire support, call to arms. And then, but we didn't ride on the vertibird yet. We didn't get the vertibird. Once the survivor completes the quest, call to arms, this one will show up automatically. Yeah, the repeatable quest, right. Once either of the requisite quests have been done, the quest The Lost Patrol may begin. Yeah, we did the Lost Patrol. Yeah, we did that, the Lost Patrol. But but the Lost Patrol is a side quest. Anyways. Game over, I guess. Maybe we may have to seriously swap sides here because we've prevented it. Shadow of Steel. Shit, I don't know what to do. After observing a huge airship pass overhead, the Soul Survivor Shipboy receives a transmission. Listen to it. Find further instructions before heading to the bridge and following. Maybe it's another radio station.
Setting this to repeat.
Hey.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Day. We've got a new case.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it, I guess. Because that must have been what happened. That had to have been what happened. Previous quest, reunions, and yeah, but we did those. And okay, here it even says in the walkthrough, listen to military frequency AF95. And we can listen to that at What do you mean not available from this location? The radio... What? We're on a roof, but like, it's not here. Just... There. That's so fucking bizarre. I guess it wouldn't be a Fallout 4 stream if something wasn't going horribly wrong in game, but you know, we're supposed to get the funny glitches, not the ones that halt the entire planned playthrough. Radio signal found. Alright, let's listen to it. Nothing. Doesn't trigger anything, doesn't do anything. That happened. Wherever that was. But none of these other things are associated with it. Rest in peace, all members of the Funny Gamer Army who never got to see the game be funny. Let me Google this. Military frequency AF95 not working. They have to be at Act 2 of the main story. But we are at Act 2. We are in Act 3. We are near the end of the main story. There are 2 quests left in the main story of the game right now. And what I'm seeing is that, oh, you're too far away. Well, I'm clearly not too far away. If Kellogg has been killed as part of reunions, then the frequency will be picked up throughout the Commonwealth, consisting of repeated messages of Paladin Danse telling all inbound BOS units to report to the Bridge police station. I guess I need to look back at that VOD and see if that's what happened. After we cleared Fort Hagen. But that's what my guess is right now, is when, because we didn't have to go back to Diamond City to talk to Piper to finish the quest. We didn't leave Fort Hagen or go outside. I think that broke it. So, I don't know. I'm gonna see what I can do then, I guess, off stream another time before Thursday.
What the hell are you waiting around for?
If you ever feel like thinning the herd, there are plenty of infests in the area.
And then, I don't know, I guess we'll get back to you guys then. If not, I'll take another look at that poll I had. See where it's at. Let me see. It's in Discord right now, so let me see. If the Brotherhood of Steel quest is completely broken, we will fall back on It's a tie between the Institute and Railroad. So, we'll see if I can fix it or not. Move station, see if anything's going outside. So when the alert is... Yeah, we weren't supposed to have Piper there we were not supposed to have Piper there at all. So it's I don't know. I'm gonna worry about it off stream. So it was a fantastic stream, and I'm glad I got to talk all the. Is my phone not charging? I thought my phone was plugged in the entire time. Thank you all for watching. Go to Bedcast. We stream Monday through Friday. Next Monday will be Fallout 4 again. Tuesday, Rave will be back with Divinity 2 Souls, and he'll tell you his MagFest experience, and we'll have some things overlapping. On Wednesday, what are you doing that pose for? Look how astute she's acting. That's odd. That's not how Piper acts. On Wednesday, Popcron will be playing WoW Wednesdays, perhaps, maybe. Thursday will be Fallout 4 again, and then Friday will be another Popcron stream. Whatever he decides to play. I think he's still on Brutal Legend. I don't think he beat that. So, yeah. The Splatfest was announced in Europe, so we may have another announcement at the end of this week. And if we do, then we can talk about it then. But, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're Go to Bedcast. And, I don't have chat, like, right here for me. Yes, I do. Here. Social. There's that. Make sure to follow my Twitter to see all sorts of the cosplay images and everything. All that's good stuff. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. And we will see you all next time. And until then, go to bed. Your video games are for fucking children. Funny Gamer Army for life. Go to bed.